Hello, everyone. So, welcome back to our series. So, today on Women's Day, we have Kanika Arora with us, who is a dear friend of mine, and we know each other since past, I think, 5 years. And so I welcome you, Kanika, over here. So, let me just tell you something about
Thank you.
Kanika. So, she is a great dog lover. She loves dog. She loves to sing, and she loves reading. She is a passionate educator and works with young kids, and she has done in tremendous work, in the field of education and also worked with youth. So, Kanika, welcome and thank you so much for joining us. So, would you like to
Thank you,
speak?
Ripal.
Would you like to add something about you as well?
So you have given a very well introduction, like it explains me as a whole. Yes, I'm very passionate about working with very young kids, and I'm interested in world of way of education. I've been trained in it, and it is mostly a natural way of bringing up children in a holistic environment. So yeah.
Okay, great, great. That sounds great. So, Kanika, what are the current challenges which you see which women faces in today's time? Okay, today is Women's Day, so like first of all, happy Women's Day. So, according to you,
Thank you.
according to you, what are those major challenges that you feel needs to be addressed?
So first of all, happy Women's Day to all of you. I feel there are, like we all know about so many challenges we are facing, right? Women is facing in this world. Uh, to name a few is sexual harassment, gender inequality, and so many domestic violence. And we can name, like we can make a huge list of it, right? But what I feel the deeper challenge that we are facing is to accept ourselves as who we are, uh, to just know ourselves beyond what a woman is described by the society. Like a woman is told to be, to be in a certain way, to behave in a certain way. So, are we all, courageous enough to dive deep inside us and know beyond all these definitions which society has created, to know that who am I actually, because we all know that we are a unique human being beyond women or men. We are a human being. So do we know which kind of human being I am, which is my boundary, which are, like, what are my likes and dislikes, where is that place where I have to draw a boundary and say, no, I'm not okay with this, or yes, say, hey, I'm good with this. So all these things I feel is a very deep challenge that we all are facing to accept ourselves in this society. Yeah.
True, true. So, I completely agree because as a woman, we have been, in so much of condition to always think about others or always think about, what the world wants, what the family wants, or what else, is going on. But we always have this issue about the identity crisis that, how do we find ourselves, or am I even right? Am I have, so, that individuality, I think it's very rare and it becomes so difficult for women to actually accept it or actually, find it. So, what do you think is like, what is like the one way where women can be, know herself or find her individuality or just something like that, if you have something.
So, see, what I feel is, our individuality is to be found by us, only us, and nobody else, right? Nobody can tell us that, see, you are good at this, so, or you are bad at this, so you are this, or you are that. We are not made for those tags, right? We are made for knowing who I am. So that self awareness is very, very important, and I feel that self awareness only comes when we are in touch with our hearts, our inner voice, the voice that is inside us, which is guiding us what is right and what is wrong for us, right? So if we are, I feel if we are in constant touch with that voice, if we take time for ourselves, ourselves means just ourselves, beyond our family, beyond our tags, what we are as a mother, as a sister, beyond all those things, as a human being, if I take some time out in each day and and observe myself, observe that voice within, then I would really get to know that who am I. If I So generally, what practice I have is after my day, I just sit for 5 or 10 minutes to see how my day was and what was there which I could have done better, or which which I did very something which I enjoyed a lot. So if I see those 5-10 minutes, then it is very fulfilling and it gives a sense of my individuality each day to me. And if we are in connect with that voice, I think that will always guide us towards what I want to become, what are my needs, and how to address that. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Like you said, you're listening to your inner voice, right? And that's where you find that in a whole day, did I live for my own self? Did I do something which I love? Right? And these questions are very important to reflect when we talk about the journey. So thank you, Kanika. That was like some wonderful things which you said. So lastly, it's going to be my last question to you. So what is like that one thing, which you overcame, and how did you do that? Any one challenge which was difficult for you to overcome?
Yeah, so actually, I'm divorced and I got married in very different circumstances. And when this happened, so usually, a woman's life is majorly defined by her marriage, right? And so for me also, before marriage, I had that sense that, marriage is very important for a woman, and, it's kind of sums up my whole life. And when I got married, the thing was I didn't know anything about marriage, or I didn't know how to live in a marriage, right? But the only thing I knew was this is my life's purpose now. I am going into this family, and here is the it is the whole life I have. But then things changed when I got divorced. After that, for 2 years, I had this constant question that what did I do wrong, that this marriage broke. But then after 2 years of self-reflection and connecting to my inner voice, knowing my individuality, now I feel it was the best thing that happened, this divorce, because it gave me my individuality, right? After this, I got to know that there was not something wrong or right in this. It was just that I didn't even know who I was. And definitely, like, first you are a human being, and if you can't be that human being, how can you survive a marriage? So yeah, now today and this date, I feel like I very well know who I am, who I want to be, and there are still some confusions. It's not like the thing is perfect now, but still I know how to question myself, how to question my habits, and be courageous to be in this world and accept my individuality beyond all the things that society teaches who a woman should be. So yeah, this was the challenge, and this is how I overcame it.
That was really beautiful the way you shared everything. And I absolutely agree that knowing yourself, having your identity, having your individuality as a human being, about anything, like any tags given by the society, like after marriage or as a daughter, wife, or anyone. That's very, very important. And I think if we all start, the Crazy Women's Day, so if we all start making efforts in knowing our own self, I think we can create a beautiful world, right? At least for us.
Very true. Very true.
Tanika, thank you so much for sharing. So, lastly, so what is like the one message, one thing which you want to say to the audience and whoever is going to watch your video?
Okay, so there is a beautiful quote which I always feel very close to my heart. It is like, it goes like, hurt people, hurt others, healed people, heal others. So if we are healed, then only we can heal others. But if we are hurt and carrying that hurt, then we'll always going to be hurting others. So we need to decide on which side we are. Yeah.
Wow,
Thank you.
wow. That's really beautiful. So yes, like healing is what we all need, right? In today's world, instead of hurting, let's take our hearts to healing. So thank you so much, Kanika, for being with us, and thank you so much for everything which you have shared.
Thank you so much, Ripple, for having me. Thank you.
Thank you.